Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk. Are you kidding me? It's like 43 degrees. I got my, it even feels colder. Come on, man. It's like May 10th. So, kind of kept my promise, if you want to call it that. I've done a daily video. Did I do five? Five this week, something like that. So I said once the weather gets going, daily videos. If anyone cares, who knows, I have a tiny little channel. So what am I going to talk about today, Friday? Let me take a sip here of coffee. My buddy, my good old buddy, Joe Rogan. Wow. How that dude has changed. It really is incredible. If you go back on my channel, like there's a whole playlist on Joe Rogan stuff. Like I devoted like a huge amount of time on. I used to do a recap of every single Joe Rogan podcast, JRE. I'd listen to every minute of every podcast, even the shit I wasn't interested in, like hunting. I don't know what he's into, cars. Not interested in that. Even food. I'm not really a food guy. But I thought the show back then was very interesting. He would have, writers like authors, really mostly narrative nonfiction stuff. Unless some of his, what does he have? Rogan's really obsessed with the military and like these special forces guys. He's at that type of shit. So he'd have some of those guys on, but a lot of narrative nonfiction, scientists. It really was a quality show. I thought, never the smartest guy in the world, not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I would say he's smarter than your average bear, if you will, like a curious guy, very open minded. He had kind of a very likable way about him, and I was introduced to a lot of people. Actually, I mean, I go way back to Rogan. I've talked about this. 2009. I was there for that very first video because I was a UFC guy. I'm a martial artist, sort of. I've been training. Was training my whole life. I have a blue belt in jujitsu, and I kind of found out about Rogan through the UFC. Never liked the Fear Factor stuff, but anyway, that's how I was there. And in like 2000, like 11, 12, 13, even right up to 2000, I would say 2018, he was still listenable. He was slowly changing to that right wing MAGA stuff. Now he is, you listen to this stuff, it's full blown MAGA. I mean, I call him the MAGA midget here. And even the UFC, I can't watch the UFC anymore. Like most sports, baseball, football, my sports, baseball, football, basketball, they're really not political, but more leaning probably, I would say, it's kind of silly if it's left, right, but definitely UFC is full blown right wing, and Trump goes to all those events. They all like them. I can't handle that stuff. I mean, and by the way, the UFC stuff is kind of a turnoff for me now. The It's just everything about it, But that's another video. So I'm watching the Majority Report, and they're playing clips of. I'm not going to show it right here. He's getting very strict too with the copyright stuff now that Joe Rogan is not just exclusively played on Spotify. He's now on YouTube. They will knock it down. But I mean, it is the garbage. It's like he watches Fox News. He's really just that bullshit right wing propaganda bullshit he's spewing, and not to mention outright lies too. Like everyone says, "Oh, Joe Rogan, he's such an honest guy. He's a straight shooter. He doesn't pull any punches. He's not really political." That was the whole rap. He's full of shit. The guy is a liar, absolute liar. Go back. Off the top of my head, there are many lies. I don't have a list here, but tell about the litter box thing, right? And he wouldn't retract. I have a friend who works at a high school, and they have litter boxes in the bathrooms and all this. Just an absolute lie, flat out lie. The mega midget is a liar. So there you go. I'm gonna do another follow-up video on this because I just wanted to throw this one up here, but I'm going to make a list of all really the transition of how Rogan changed from this guy who was kind of like your average Joe. His name was perfect for this. Having all these writers and scientists from both sides, left and right. And I didn't mind having when he had Ben Shapiro on, because then he would have David Pakman on. He would have Kyle Kalinske on, and the Young Turks. When was the last time Cenk Uygur? Even though Cenk Uygur's been a little kind of weird, I still like Cenk. And now it's just all these right wing crazies, and not to mention that Tucker Carlson. Holy shit, that was wild. I can't watch Rogan anymore. His voice just goes right through me. He's disgusts me, and I just know he's just gross. He's fucking gross, Rogan. But that clips, like Tucker Carlson saying that you talk about unhinged, that Alex Jones is a prophet. Oh my god! I kid you not. I'll put that in the comment section. You might say, "Hey, you're taking it out of context." No, no, no. Watch this one. That Alex Jones, Tucker Carlson, and Rogan's. Yeah. Evolution is false, and all this and that. So, all right. I'm almost at 6.5 minutes, 7. I'm just gonna say, Rogan, you suck. I can't stand you. A lot of people are afraid to go after him because he's very powerful. Whatever. People who do this for a living. I don't do this for a living. Everything's free. I got a tiny little channel. I don't really give a shit. I'm semi-retired. And I don't do this. This is not my living, making these videos. So I could care less. But Joe Rogan is a piece of shit. He's an asshole. I can't stand the guy. And there you go. On that note, good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, love, and understanding. Let me just add this, Dr. Rogan. Look it up. The dude went to one semester of college. I think it was Boston University for comedy. Dr. Rogan. So Rogan's going to tell me about, COVID, or Mr. Horse Dewormer. All right, that guy is a dick. All right, peace, everyone.